Is this your walk-up music, Daddy?
Good evening, everyone. We are live tonight from our usual location. Ross,
Yeah.
how was your summer?
Pretty darn good, man.
Yeah?
It's been really hot, though.
Really hot?
I'm not really a big fan of the heat. Other than that, not too bad.
Well, I'll tell you, the heat is on this weekend in Essex, Maryland for the 2019 Charm City Classic. Tyler Spencer,
What's up, bro?
tell me.
Oh, we out this motherfucker.
We live.
We out this motherfucker. We out here, bro.
Tell me, what do you think about this weekend?
Can't fucking wait. OMFFL tourney? Baltimore?
Yes, sir.
Charm City Classic? The Charm City Classic? Please share this with all of your friends. We got the
Playing some of my favorite all-time greatest hits. While doing one of my favorite all-time greatest hits.
Nice.
What can we say?
Nice.
You know, we talk about the live stream era for flag football, like the last 5 years. Tyler Spencer is one of the greatest live streamers, performers, and directors for an episode or even a game that you ever watch. Like that Charm City episode, that was all him. The computer sounds, that was my screw up. I was never good at turning them sounds down.
No, you weren't.
Nope,
Still are.
that's still a problem.
Still suck,
See, the
man.
problem nowadays is it's just it's not even that. Like it's when they decide to just, what's the word I'm looking for here? I don't even know, man. I just know that I'm excited for this weekend. Charm City Classic 2021. Finally, 2 years after the last one. Here we are.
Well,
I'm really excited for this. This is going to be an awesome tournament. We were going to do an A show last night, mostly to predict. Well, not predict, but to do interviews. So it didn't quite work out. So I decided not to do it. So tonight we're going to focus on predicting it. Go put the Zoom link in the comments in a moment. If anybody is interested in making B predictions, feel free to come on. But please,
I'll do
please,
it.
you'll come on.
No, I'll do it from back here.
Oh, you do it from back here. Okay.
Yeah, I like this side, man.
You like that side? Okay, I understand. That's your good side. No one can see you.
Yup.
Joining us right now is a man who's very familiar with the B division. He's won there several times. He has the resume, plays up in the GCFFA A, and this past weekend just finished his third circuit tournament of the year. Up there at Lydia's Legacy, Mr. Joe Cassone of the Long Island Demons. Thank you for being a guest picker tonight.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm doing good, sir. I'm doing good.
Coming a regular guy, I like it.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm a Joe guy. He's welcome anytime to the 4-state. Remember, the Demons are the 4-state champions right now. And I don't mean the Maryland Demons.
Yeah.
I mean the Long Island Demons. Because there's another Demons team coming up in our area trying to take that name.
It's all right. Let them rock. They'll see us eventually.
Hey, I'd love to see it. I'd love to see the Long Island Demons and Maryland Demons collide, especially if what I'm hearing about them is going to be true. We'll see what happens with them. That's a long ways off. But first, let's talk about. Let's start off with a little bit of interview. Lydia's Legacy. Joe, what happened? There was no media, so I couldn't tell you anything. I just heard bits and pieces.
I'll give you a good rundown. Saturday, good start. We held the Punishers. It was a tie game for most of the game. Get down to the fourth quarter, they score. They end up winning, I believe it was 20-12. So we hung in there with them. It was a very good, very competitive game. Shout out to AJ Long. That dude can whip the fucking rock. Next game, we blew out that team. I don't even know who those guys are. They're from upstate. Sunday, let's talk some. Sunday was a bit of a nightmare. We put up the points needed, but penalties killed us, and that was our own. We imploded on ourselves. I mean, we had a holding penalty on a touchdown that got called back. We had another penalty stopping them on a 4th down, 4th and 30. We're talking, boom, blows up in our face. So a lot of it is just getting control. You know what I'm saying? Getting control of yourself, getting control of your teammates, making sure everybody's playing hard. But outside of that, man, you know, it's another learning experience. We're just getting better and better until nationals.
Exactly. And that's the number one goal is nationals for everybody. I know that's going to be Greg Proctor's number one goal at the end of the year, but he's got a bit of a challenge for himself this weekend in the Charm City Classic. We got him on tonight as a guest picker for B. Going to try to have one guy who's playing in the other bracket make a prediction. Proc knows these B teams very well, playing against a lot of them locally over the years and some of them in other places.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to have Joe Cassone, Greg Proctor, going to pick the games tonight. This is going to be awesome. Greg, how are you?
I'm blessed, man. How you doing, man?
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful.
What's up, Joe?
What's up, Proc? I haven't seen you since Nationals 19.
Yeah.
I was about to say,
20,
I'm pretty sure I remember the
20.
last time you two saw each other.
Yeah, that game ended 7-0. And then they went on to win the whole shebang.
Yeah.
No,
that game didn't end 7-0.
We didn't score. Oh, it was 6.
I know y'all didn't score. We put up more than 7.
No, not against us. That was day one. That was 7.
I don't know, man. For some reason, I have a memory of 20-0 at some point.
Yeah, I recall that.
Not against the Demons.
We need a rematch. This rematch needs to happen ASAP in the tournament, some way or another.
It's gonna happen. He's gonna see us in the GCFFA.
Oh, we already got some smoke for that in the next few weeks.
Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome. I'm really excited for that.
I'm excited to see you guys up there, man.
Oh, yeah. Same team you saw down there in Florida, you're going to see the same thing. So we don't change.
I got a brand new bag.
Good stuff.
Any word on GCFFA when you guys might be going up there for a weekend?
21st.
Because I'm trying to make the trip myself. You're the first weekend?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try to make that work.
We're doing two games. 2 games on Saturday, 2 games on Sunday.
I like that idea. That's the way to go. Yeah, that's awesome. Any indication of opponents, or we should just let that for you guys to handle. Let's let
that go because it's not gonna matter when we get there. We're gonna win. So
there we go. I like the confidence. Greg Proctor is ready to roll up there in the GCFFA. This is going to be awesome. To me, this is historic to see teams from down here travel up there for league ball. I'm really happy to see the crossover happening right now in 9-man flag football, and I think it's helping make the sport even bigger and better than ever.
Most definitely. Hopefully, this will spark other teams from other leagues. Just in general. It just doesn't have to be our specific leagues, but just to crossover, go out of state. Try to do what we're doing, as well as Misfits.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see them as well up there. I think this is going to be an awesome experience, I believe, for everybody involved, whether it be the players for Misfits or No Mercy, or the teams up there in the GCFFA being able to face off against opponents that you may see maybe once or twice a year, depending on what A tournament you may end up entering.
Exactly.
I know so far.
And again, new faces. It's you get tired of seeing the same faces, and then you're like, all right, I know what to run on them, or I know how to adjust to this player that they have. So it's definitely going to be nice, and that's what you want. You want to see that same, basically different competition, but at the same time, familiar faces. You just don't see them all the time. So,
man, it's a great way to expand the sport, man. Keeping 9-man alive.
Exactly.
I agree 100%. Like this is huge. Like this is historical. Like I really want to find a way to get up there and be a part of it this season. I like to be up there, check out each week the Scorpions and Misfits are there, and then be able to see the playoffs. I think that'd be really great. This is, I'm telling you, man, we're in a whole new game right now. Like the world's just
Sure.
different, and it's for a greater 9-man in the process, in my opinion. Especially when you look at the Charm City Classic this weekend. You're going to see a lot of talent from a lot of different places, from a lot of different styles, from a lot of different sports backgrounds and everything else. You know, that's the unique thing about flag football. Not everybody in the sport played high school or college football on that level. Some didn't even play their entire lives. And they find ways to turn it into something in the sport. And then you talk about the guys who did come up through high school and college and have made a name for themselves out there on the circuit and shown success in this growing sport. And I think that says a lot into the testament to the growth and talent right now we are seeing in 9-man, whether it be way up there in the GCFFA, down here in the OMFFL, Maffel, Washington County, and Keystone, Rhode Island. They're coming back for their 9-man league. Happy to hear about that. I think that's good for them. I know that I'm hearing the New Jersey League might be back as well. So a lot of different leagues coming back up a little bit. Really happy to see that happen. Hope things stay on track and go well. Shout out to everybody right now. It's been a good year of flag football so far. It's been a great year in 9-man, and I look forward to seeing how the rest of this year plays out, beginning with this weekend at the Charm City Classic, which there's a graphic. I never even had a chance to stop the sound reminder. I love when that happens. All right. Trying to get the graphic up all this time.
Were we just talking about that?
Yeah. You know how it goes.
Oh, Joe,
Some things never change.
before we jump into the fun stuff, I got a little something here for you. A little something here for you. I wanna bless you with an official Demons jersey. So you hang that up.
Yes.
Hey, they gave you toilet paper. man.
Yes. All right. That's going on the wall. Is that pink and white I'm seeing? Maybe it's the discoloration.
That's our breast cancer uniforms, bro.
I love that. We'll hang it up all throughout October and every tournament that and GCFFA show we do going forward with the Demons. Anything related to them and throughout the month of October, we'll have that up there. Like that's awesome. I'm really proud of you guys out there supporting the cause. That's great. I shout out to those who participated in Lydia's legacy this weekend as well.
Yeah.
It's always good to see everybody come out there and play for more than just a game, but for a great cause as well off the field.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
So let me go ahead. We're gonna get this up now. Mind you, it's in yellow. All of the B games are, and this. It's attached to the schedule as well for A. I didn't get a chance to separate anything yet, so apologies. Been a lot going on. That grind all the time. Finally starting to catch up. Here we go. Games this tournament. This is the most updated one. I got word yesterday. Borough Bullies has dropped out. As a result, their games with Riot Squad and Venom have been changed.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, Venom will play Riot Squad still, but Venom will now also play Show Me Football, who will also be playing Riot Squad. Another matchup changed. The Maryland Titans originally were supposed to play Show Me. They get the Apex Dragons and Dirty Birds. I can't remember who the original opponent was. I think it's about accurate. I think it's a 14 back pool for that. So that's the change there. There was also a change to A. I might as well update you all. Gladiators dropping out. We have been speculating what team Johnny might have coming in. Doesn't seem like there is one. I hope to see Johnny back at the tournament soon. Gladiators are a staple of 9-man flag football, and I love to see them back out there. Johnny, big shout out to him. Big shout out to the Gladiators.
Yeah, I was kind of to see him down here, man.
Yeah, in fact, one of the first times I watched the Gladiators was against the Scorpions at Charm City Classic 2019.
There you go.
Yeah.
Great game. Matt Bailey versus Greg Proctor. Little did I know I was witnessing the
Great.
national championship winning.
Yeah.
The It's a very underrated gem to look
Think
up.
about that.
Gladiator Scorpions on YouTube.
Think about that.
But last time we saw Glass and Scorpions did get the better end of the deal. As Greg Proctor stood at home watching and supporting them all the way. But I feel like this Scorpions team, since then, get back to that national tournament real quick. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. You guys have really stepped it up in the big way in this A division. We talk about the growth of the Scorpions from where everything was at the end of Worlds 2020 to where things are now. I feel like this is the best you guys have played in the last few years. You showed a lot in Atlantic City, going on the road and managing to get to the semifinals against a very tough main event team and coming away with an 8-point loss. I'm really looking forward to that game tomorrow night. Well, not tomorrow night. I'm already thinking too far ahead.
I know, right?
I'm already ready for Saturday. Let's go.
It's understandable.
Yeah, let's just jump into Saturday. Can we skip like the next 2 days? I'm looking forward to that game between the Scorpions and main event. That's going to be awesome. Same for OTF as well. While I have you on here, Greg, OTF, who do you suspect it to be?
That's a great question. I have no idea. I don't know anything about them.
I know this. It stands for Only the Family.
That is them, right?
That's Only the Family.
Only
Yeah,
the
they're playing family over everything in the Family Bowl. That's a thing. That's going to be awesome. You got two teams that share 2 letters, and then one has the next letter after the other letter. And they're rearranged. That's awesome. The abbreviation bowl, FOEOTF. We'll talk more about it tomorrow night. But my clue is this. They're from Virginia. Dio wore a shirt that said OTF on the back at Maffle. That's just my first. That's my first clue. But I keep hearing from different people from that team that it's not them. But I would say it's not me either. But we'll see. I don't know. I know there's an OTF 8-man team, but I'm pretty sure that team's not from Virginia.
Right.
They play 8s and 5s. Yeah, they're a
We've covered them sometimes.
yeah, we've seen them on that circuit, but I don't think it's them unless they were able to find linemen. I would like to see it though. That'd be awesome. I would love to see an 8-man team try to come over here and play 9-man. That'd be great. We seen Baez Auto do it. We saw what ABR had. Some teams could do it. Let's see at FFWCT8 come over here. But your impressions on your matchup with OTF and main event, Brock, before we get to the B predictions.
Seriously, man, like I said, I don't know too much of actually I don't know OTF, so I'm gonna have to pass on that one. We'll probably win though, most likely. Main event. I've been waiting for a little get back with them. Yeah.
I'm excited for that game.
Yeah,
that's going to be awesome. That
Me
is
too.
one of the games we will have covered for you guys, by the way. Media live streams this week, courtesy of Team Blunt Talk. We're going to make sure as many teams as possible get one game in. That's our goal for Saturday. We'll have a schedule out later in the week. That will be one of them, though. We'll have covered for you. Main event, No Mercy Scorpions. That's going to be an awesome matchup. Rematch of AC.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The thing is, though, I know what main event. The same team you see Saturday, you're not going to see that same team Sunday. So it's going to be a good one, definitely. But I don't think that they'll have all of their players there on Saturday like it would be on Sunday.
Correct.
I believe that. I believe that 100%.
That's where I was about to go. I was about to tell you, Brock, that team that you see on Saturday ain't the same on Sunday.
Yeah. Come on now. That's I've been doing this for too long to know how a lot of these teams roll. So
Big facts.
It's been 84 years. Old ass prop.
Since you were in my sack, Ross. That's
Just tried to fall asleep, Ross.
Yeah, I'm gonna try not to fall asleep. Get a water bottle thrown at me.
But nah, like, Joey for real, like obviously those 2 games are the playing games. Wherever seat we lay in, Sunday is really the true day anyway. So
100% facts, But I do believe both teams will have at least some kind of energy because I always, at least that intensity to bring in something where I don't expect one side or the other to lay down. I think it'll be a competitive game. It won't be an indication of what's to come Sunday, that's for sure. I've seen how both teams have played over the years, but I think it's going to be a great kind of game to get some kind of idea what to expect.
Right.
It's better.
Oh, yeah.
Which I think is going to help out one side or the other come Sunday. We saw it a few years ago when Main Event played Bullets on Saturday. Both teams came up a lot of intensity and energy. Main Event won 19-15 in a battle. And then next day they beat them 28-0 straight up. Main Event did on their way to the championship against Strong Island. So it's always a tale of two games. We saw last week in Albany. Riot Squad and the Reapers tied at 14 on Saturday. Then Sunday, Riot Squad beats them for the championship.
Yeah.
Always a tale of two different games. You saw that yourself, Proc. OMFFL Maffle Championships.
Yeah.
Let's get Travis in here. Travis just joined the call. All right, awesome. Let's get these predictions going. First games, I want to go across the 9 a.m.s and so on and so forth. Fields 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Starting out first game, 9 a.m. Southside and the Jets. We know Southside from Maffle, semifinalists this past season.
Right.
I believe you had a chance to play against them, Proc. At one
No,
point.
we didn't. I
No,
still
you
had
missed
yet
him.
to play against
Oh, damn.
But I will pick them to win against the Jets. I have no idea who the Jets are. I'm going with Southside.
So the word I had on Jets is that they are one motion returning.
I'm going with Southside.
I did.
Southside,
Yeah.
yes, sir.
I'm going with Southside.
Southside. All right, Proc's got Southside. I'm going to ask Ross. Ross, who do you got between Southside and the Jets?
I've never covered Southside, but I do know who they are at least. The Jets. Honestly, for me, I go NHL hockey Jets.
Oh, you're
That's
going
just where I
Winnipeg.
go.
You went way back on everybody.
Still a team right
Are
now?
they? I'm out of touch with hockey. Sorry.
Oh, man.
But
Well,
anyways,
anyway, I go Southside.
Southside. Okay. After all that, you went Southside. All right.
I know, right? You made a fucking hockey reference in the flesh.
That's my favorite sport. Get over it.
Yo, what if we had flag football on a hockey rink?
It's the best sport in the world.
Could you imagine
That
how
would be
intense that
bad.
would get?
Joey, are you high right now?
Bro, what do you think? I'm always
We stay high.
that's my secret. I'm always high.
That's my secret.
Let's keep going. Joe.
Yeah, so Southside. I know nothing about the Jets, and I only heard what you said about Southside, so I'm gonna rock with them.
All right, I like it. Travis, you in the call? I can't see like the screen at all for people for some
I'm
reason.
gonna be the oddball since everybody else chose Southside. I'm gonna choose the Jets.
All
Put
right.
some money on it.
Fair enough.
Ooh, you gonna put some money on it?
We can put. Hey, let's put a chicken box on it.
Bet. Salt, pepper, ketchup.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go with Southside on this one. I think they're a little more experienced. I think I saw the potential the one motion guys had last year. The little bit I saw of them, they didn't last very long in OMFFL, but they recruited some pretty good talent. Remember, Al ended up playing for Misfits this year on the A circuit. That's a big pickup. That's a guy who's really stood out. But overall, I think Southside's got too much experience to lose this game against this team, especially in a tournament setting. They're going to be in a stadium. I think that's going to be a big moment for both teams. We kind of downplay it, but not too much flag football and 9-man's played in a stadium like that, where you got bleachers and a high school feel to it. That always brings out a different kind of intensity to a football player. I feel like no matter what style it is, because there's that big time game feeling to it, no matter if it's Saturday or not. All right, I'm gonna go like so South Side. What's that?
I said, yeah, Saturday at 9 a.m. That always gives you a big game feeling.
Hey, some of my best games were Saturday at 9 a.m. in freshman football. I always loved them 9 a.m. kickoffs for freshman football. Yeah, way back. Next game, Titans and Apex Dragons. I'm going to start with Joe.
Apex Dragons.
Apex Dragons. Okay.
That's home.
These guys
That's home
turned into-
cooking right there. That's home
He's,
cooking.
he's played both of them this year on the circuit. Joe played Titans and OC. He played Dragons and AC. So he's gotten a feel for both. And I think you might have played him a couple times.
I did, and I've seen them play in GCFFA. So it's
Okay.
my look at it is I watched him play the best of the B teams. I mean, the Dragons play the best of the B teams. They're a solid squad. They have a beefy D line, which might clash with that beefy ass O line of the Titans. So
Yeah.
I didn't really put that into perspective when I said Dragons first. But I will say this. That's going to be a either very high scoring game or a very low scoring game.
I like it. I like the potential of it because you got two teams who can definitely play defense. And at the same time, you got Doc versus Tony Bango, which that's a extremely obscure matchup considering the different backgrounds of both players from flag football. We interviewed Tony the other night for the first time on the show. We saw what he could do in Charm City a few years ago. Got to punish us to the semifinals in A-ball. I think having him in there alone gives them a chance against any team because that guy could play. For the Dragons, it's going to boil down to me if they can actually get enough numbers. AC, they were very light on day one. And even, they only had about 14, 15, something like that.
They had like 15 guys on the sideline, yeah.
Yeah. And then day two, from what Tony has said the other day, I didn't quite catch that game, but they were even later on Sunday morning when they had the 8 a.m. game. Not many guys came out. And,
That's not good. That's not good.
Yeah, and it's a shame because, like, I think Pena has shown, like, he can definitely ball on, like, a high level of play, but you got to give a full team around him. He can work with a short amount of guys, but in a tournament, that doesn't bode well when you have to play a long weekend in Kenwood, which some guys are going to learn this weekend how hot it gets in the Charm City Classic. Kenwood is no joke in that heat.
So, Joe, hold on. So, Joe, if they didn't travel too well to AC, and that's potentially being closer, do you think they'll travel well to Baltimore?
Man, I would hope so. Like, every team's travel.
So that's another thing too.
You never know who you're going to get
in consideration.
Yeah,
I think the Dragons got something to prove, bro. Like, just all in all, I think the Dragons have something to prove.
Okay,
they want to prove that they belong on that circuit. The Titans are already known. We all have seen them. We've all played them. Doc is the mad scientist behind that offense.
Yeah.
What it really comes down to is if that Dragons team that showed up in Atlantic City, plus all the guys I see locally, show up, that's going to be a monster team.
Be a game. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
Ross, who do you got?
Who I got?
Titans.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Travis, who you got?
No, I gotta go with the Titans.
Proc, who you got?
Oh man, I gotta go with the old man. Sure, they've been, especially since they put us in double overtime.
Proc's brother Doc.
This is basically a home game at this point. Like for all Baltimore teams and the Titans, if they come out with the same intensity they had all season in OMFFL, which I believe they can and will, they're going to win this game. Like I said, it's going to be tough because
it's tough. Oh yeah, definitely gonna be tough.
You know, we Empire talked about it last week. We interviewed sorry about that, their quarterback Ryan Tapia, and he talked about how the Maryland Titans really introduced him to the physicality of that 9-man game in their second game at Atlantic City in that tournament. And don't get me wrong, I know the Dragons guys are experienced and all, but the Titans, if the Dragons have low numbers on what could be a very heated morning, because I hear the temperatures are going right back up for this weekend. We're looking at a heat wave for Charm City.
It's supposed to be all right.
I've heard 90s. I don't know.
No, Sunday's going to be bad. Sunday's going to be bad. Or hot.
Okay, Sunday be bad. I don't know, man. Some of those cold days in Kenwood felt like they were hot.
I think they're both going to be hot because of where we are.
We'll see what happens. Either way, like I feel like if the Dragons come under man like they did in AC, I don't think they're going to be able to finesse the Titans like they were able to with AFN in that game. I feel like they're going to be in for what could be a rough game, especially with that Titans defense. I think they're going to come in locked and loaded, ready to go. I do believe though that offense for the Dragons
We might be
gives
all
them
right.
a shot. We'll see. It's gonna be. It could be. It just depends on who turns out for everybody. Like that's the one thing we got to realize is that it's hard to account for 30 guys or 35 guys. I'm not sure what the roster limit is for this one. But it's hard to account for that many people in such a short amount of time between going to sleep and waking up and then heading to a game. Things just happen. And we'll see who comes out ready to go, more motivated. Me, I think I'm going to go with the Titans, though. I've been watching them all year, and if this is the team that they've had in OMFFL all season, it's going to be locked and loaded and ready to go. Venom versus Show Me Football. That's going to be the other game on Field 3, 9 a.m. Venom, we know, of course, from OMFFL. Quarterfinalist this past season. Lost to Rampage in that game. Put up a pretty good fight with Rampage, actually. 7-0 was the final there. They've gotten a few circuit wins this season. Otherwise, though, they're going to be facing off against a Show Me team that hasn't played since Nationals the last time. Well, at least a Show Me Football.
Right.
That's the thing about it is Show Me is one of the biggest question marks because if it's the same team that Skinny and Preston and them had at Nationals, that team showed a lot of signs of improvement. They played right out very well. There was a 6-0 game in that one. Very competitive defensive game. The biggest thing for them was getting an offense, but we're forgetting about the wild card that is Show Me Football. They're from St. Louis, Missouri. There's a lot of 9-man players in St. Louis trying to get some kind of tournament bump right now.
Yep.
Could be Wolfpack, could be Back in Black, could be the same guys they had in Nationals. Like, I'm not going to say one way or the other, but
A mix of all of it.
you don't know. Like that's the thing about it. Yeah. But my philosophy has always been every player that's not on the team already is a free agent.
Right.
If they're squad in, they got the team they usually rock with, hit them up because chances are no one else has talked to them because some guys don't think on that level with it. But like I said, you go out there, you bring in the best talent, especially from St. Louis 9-man, which is a league that's extremely underrated. Like, does not get a lot of talk compared to the leagues over here, but they can play. Like, those guys could play out there, and they got something great going on in the Lou. I know you had an experience with the Wolfpack Proc, the World Championship last year down there. Memories of that game against the NTB Wolfpack?
Oh, yeah. Man, he tough, man. They physical. They play ball. Yeah.
I like to think we're going to see some of those guys up here this weekend because I think
Definitely.
we get an opportunity. Yeah.
You know Skinny coming. You know Skinny not gonna come shorthand.
Hell no.
He ain't.
He's not gonna make this
ain't.
last. I can't say last second entry, last minute entry, but I don't think he's gonna come shorthand, especially with all of that. Like, hey, we're going to Baltimore.
This is going to be awesome. I
They've
can't.
been playing league play too.
I know they're gonna come correct.
They are. They're going to come with a lot of fire and energy, and I'm looking forward to seeing them play. That being said, predictions on this one. We'll start with you, Brock.
I'm gonna go with as much as I love Robbie and them, it's all gonna that's a real big question mark. It depends on who, like I said, you know what we just talking about, exactly who is Skinny bringing with him. So I will say this, because I know Skinny jumped on the team in AC just to get some rec. But all right, fuck it, Venom. Maybe that'll give Skinny some motivation. Fuck it, Venom. Like I know Skinny gonna come correct and not gonna come short-handed. I know it. And Skinny, my man, 50 grand. But,
I hear you.
and I know he's gonna come. I want to say them, but nah, Venom. I'm going with Venom.
Okay.
They definitely been improving, other than like their game in AC against Bad Boys.
Yeah. Tough break against that one that morning.
And that was an ass whooping. Let's call it what. That was like 30-something to nothing. Yeah.
Shame. You don't want to get out.
So if Venom showed up with that team or that how they played there, man, it doesn't matter who goes out there. They're gonna, yeah. But I'll give Venom the benefit of the doubt.
Who do you think has this one, Travis? Travis is. Oh, there he is.
My bad.
You good, bro?
So because I'm trying to get Robbie to remodel my bathroom, I'm gonna go ahead and say Venom. And I don't want to be labeled that guy that, doesn't roll with the home team. So I'm gonna go with Venom.
That's some crap sale type shit.
All right. Paul, who you got?
I could remodel my own bathroom, so I got that going for me. I'm gonna go show me.
Show me. All right. Ross gonna go show me. We'll show you, Ross.
I'm gonna show me football, man. I think they're gonna come loaded.
I get that feeling too.
Yeah.
I can't see them just bringing out a bunch of just whoever they find and saying, "Hey, let's go." They have to have something. Like that's a late entrant. That's a lot of time to get like
They
guys.
probably took the week off for league ball.
Well, they're done for the season. They just wrapped up.
That's right.
Yeah, their 9-man finished up on Sunday.
Yeah.
NTD Wolfpack,
Even better
congratulations!
than-
Yeah. Hey, shout out to the Wolfpack. Knocked off Back in Black 9-7 to win the championship at St. Louis. Great game. Great physical defensive battle.
Well, who's trying to go to Baltimore?
I like that.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's an advantage when you have a whole area to pull from that not many guys are tapped into.
I'm gonna
in
go
this sport.
football. I'm gonna go with the Luke.
All right, Joe, who do you got?
I'll roll with your home team, Venom. I think that they're gonna come with everybody that's not on the team, bro. They're gonna come with their team plus extra. That's just my gut feeling.
All right. I'm gonna I get like Venom's gonna fight tough, man. They're always like coming out there. They're gonna play hard.
It's
Like,
gonna be a good game.
they got a lot of experience, good football minds.
First game.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is if Show Me can get everybody there in a timely manner. A 9 a.m. kickoff, flying in from St. Louis. What time are these guys getting in? Are they in the night before? What time is that? Can you go from flying from St. Louis, Missouri to what I would imagine would be BWI? And then from there, it's all about finding a way to get to wherever you're staying, et cetera. That's going to be the biggest thing is how many of those guys will be out there on day one. I think Venom, because of this early kickoff, will take one because of the fact that I think they're going to have a little bit more guys there. I think it depends. Like I said, if Show Me is on time, if they get that locked down 100% correct, which St. Louis has already proven they could travel, I think they could take it. But I think because of an early kickoff and the closer proximity for Venom's players as opposed to, all it takes is a late night.
Skinny ass Nelly, could he hold the tour bus to get all the Show Me up there? He'll be here.
Yeah, that'd be.
I think they're gonna do this.
I think they will be as well, man. The St. Louis teams have come very prepared. We saw what they did in Florida. Two teams playing against one another for the championship. I think that shows you that they're definitely road warriors out there. But I'm going to go with home team for the moment. Let's go with that. Next one up, Gusto Land and the Baltimore Spartans. Gusto Land, of course, they're out of the YAFFL, coming back to 9 after a 10.
Fucking Proctor.
Gusto Land.
Coming back to 9-man after a 10-month absence. Last time we saw them in 9-man. Got to go back to Clash of York 2. Proctor thought they were AFN and Baez Auto combined, which I don't think sat well with a lot of them.
He sure did.
They were.
They were.
While Proc sat at home and had a drink and watched it on the TV on the YouTube app. Gusto won 31-13. Interestingly enough, though, Ray Wagner, the quarterback for Gusto for Baez Auto, made his 9-man debut in that game. He'll be playing A-ball this time around in Charm City. So looking forward to seeing him. But that's beside the point. We'll save him for tomorrow night.
That game didn't count.
It
Never
doesn't
happened.
count Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still love the part of Earl Leonard, though, turning to the camera and just trying to call out Greg Proctor while Greg's watching it on. Free Earl, by the way. Free Earl.
Free Earl.
Free Earl.
Hashtag Free Earl.
Free Earl.
I'm trying to give him an interview. He's like, nah.
Hey, I think he's gonna be a Charm City though. He's not. He's allowed to be a Charm City. They gotta let him free though.
I'm gonna get my interview.
They gotta let him go.
I'm gonna get my exclusive.
Shout out Earl Leonard. Looking forward to seeing him back out there.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, he's one of my guys. Gusto and Baltimore Spartans though. Baltimore Spartans. I heard this was a team back in the day. Can Croc, Travis, either you have any insight on them?
Yeah, they were like the Chargers. They're definitely a middle of the road team.
There's some vets.
Yeah, there's definitely some vets on that squad. Whether or not
It's just a matter of. I think Chris Wright is quarterbacking.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it should
that's
be
what
interesting.
Robbie mentioned last week. Was I Chris Wright? We're making a return. I haven't seen Chris fell last year, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he's got to bring to the table.
I'm gonna go with Gusto Land.
Gusto Land. All right. Travis, who you got?
Go with Gusto too.
Gusto. Ross, who you got?
I agree with everybody but me. Gusto Land.
Joe, who do you got?
Gusto Land.
Yeah, I got Gusto Land too. They're gonna come ready to go. Like
It's good
Bob,
to see it
Bob
all.
always brings it on like tournament play. Like he can definitely ball out. And if he's at QB, like they definitely have a shot.
I will say it's good to see an old team get back together for a tournament like this. So
Yeah, I like
in their
that
own
too.
backyard. I mean, why not, man?
Yeah.
Every team you guys can do.
I like to see like where it leads to. I think
Yeah,
they
cool.
might be. I hope they're doing league play too. Like I like to see them back out there. More
Yeah,
teams, the
cool.
better.
I think they should. They hopefully they will. You know, it would be nice to see those guys back out there,
Get the band back together.
I like that.
along with their pain in the ass coach Taj. So
But yeah, Gusto Land. Sure.
Gusto's still gonna win though.
Yeah.
Gusto across the board. See Gusto Land Proc like you guys.
No, I don't. No,
All
but
right.
I gotta pick it like I see it though.
Yeah.
True.
That's what I try to do. I'm usually wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong a lot actually.
Yeah.
Bad Boys and the Tri-State Spartans. Rematch of a pool play game in Ocean City. Bad Boys won 25-16. Spartans would have had a pretty good fight, though. It was 16-13 entering the fourth quarter. I believe it was Zach who busted it open, though, for the Bad Boys to get the score. Jalil hit him down the field, then found Eddie Thomas the next drive. Bad Boys pulled away with a 9-point win. But give it up for the Spartans. Put up a pretty good fight against the Bad Boys, albeit Bad Boys haven't really been the same team since Ocean City. But we talk about it. They've had a tough schedule along the way, too. But every week's a tough week in the 9-man nowadays. The parity is insane right now. And I think because of that, it's testing a lot of teams on terms of where they can make it at. And I think the Bad Boys, they've gone through a struggle.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah. We talked about it. Bad Boys are 3-9 since OC.
Dang.
Yeah. 25% winning percentage. Don't get me wrong, though. A few of the guys are out there winning at 8-man.
That's true.
They've won York. They've won DMV FFL. They need to bring that team at some point out. I just see that team play a little 9-man at some point. Maybe in like
Joey,
some
They
Joey,
do.
you know that Joey,
all-
that's all our Scorpion players. What do you
I
mean?
know though, but I want to see like all you all come together in like some obscure tournament up north.
Scorpions, Misfits.
That's
Everybody.
what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're going up to GCFFA and take over that league too. Ain't that right, Joe?
Oh, I see you, Rock. I'm excited, man. I'm really excited to see you up there.
We asked for y'all's first game up there. We said give us the Demons Saturday night.
Well, we don't got the demons. You'll see what's coming. It ain't this.
Oh, y'all got something
Just
special.
give us Joe's team and we'll beat them up that Saturday.
So
I don't think.
it's
I don't think
Unless you want to
I don't
wait
think
till
we got you
Sunday.
first week. I don't think we got you first week. I don't know what. I don't
We
know
only up
what
there for 2 weekends, 3 weekends total.
3 weekends,
Hey,
right?
so we
Well,
start the
we'll be up there
season 1-0
3 weekends.
already. Hey.
You're gonna play 8 games.
Yeah.
4 games the first weekend, then
4 the second.
we'll come back up there another weekend.
That's brutal.
No,
That's
it ain't just like a
awesome.
tournament.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
basically
yeah.
tournament ball at that point.
I'm saying
Yeah.
you're coming up on a Friday. Yeah, I guess it's like a tournament. You're right.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing about it. Like,
It's like tournament, but you know your schedule.
yeah,
On Sunday, you know your Sunday schedule.
which kind of
Yep.
makes it a little
And
easier to
so
arrange
it's
traveling when you
almost
think about
even
it.
better. Yeah, you guarantee
Yeah.
4 games.
It does work out for travel though. In the end, when you think about it, I think it's gonna work out well for the Scorps.
Pretty wild little times.
I can't wait to see all that play out. Going back to Bad Boy Spartans, though, we talked about Bad Boy Spartans, runner-up in the Washington County Flag Football League,
Right.
semi-finalist in the Keystone Flag Football League, runner-up in the Ocean City Sea Championship.
Don's sick.
Don's Spartans have had a rough runner-up in the 4-state fours back in January. They get there. They get there, but they can't break through. And that's been something that's haunted this team over the course of its franchise history. But they've come to life in moments when they needed the most. Like that team in Ocean City was awesome to watch. The way they stepped it up against Bad Boys after having a tough beginning with Baez Auto. And then day 2 coming out, they had a great game with 717 Elite. Absolute classic. Beat the Killer Bees right after. Fell short, though, against a veteran AFN team who won that game with experience and knowledge of the game. Great battle, though. But that's been the problem with Tri-State, just not able to finish. But they've been in some tight battles in the last year. This was a team who almost knocked off Showtime in the Washington County semifinals, Chris Boone and company. A really good team that almost ran the table in that league last year. Till the Misfits took a hold, Travis, if you recall.
Yep.
One of 2 championships Travis Hale won that season.
This guy.
Oh, that. You know, I think Travis got more chips than I do.
Oh, shit.
Maybe.
He is going for the 4th. He's going for what do we call that in baseball? Grand Slam. Yeah. He's going for the Grand Slam of KFFL potentially. I'd like to see that. And GCFFA. That's 5. That's a 5 deal now. Would that be the most 9-man leagues ever won?
Probably.
Yeah,
Just
probably.
call me Robert Horry.
Robert Horry. Yeah, you're right. Flag whore. Robert Horry. You got that right. Whore. 3.
All right. Let's start it out. We're going to go with Proc first. Who do you got, Bad Boys or the Tri-State Spartans?
Bad Boys.
All right. Ross, who do you got?
I'm gonna go Bad Boys.
Travis, who do you got?
I'm gonna go Tri-State.
Tri-State. All right. I believe you had an opportunity to see them play a few times, Travis. So, like, you know what this team.
I'm telling you, they've gotten better they're progressing very, very well.
I don't
So, but it's an early. I'm telling you what's going to hurt the Bad Boys. It's an early game. It's an early game. I don't care if it's at home, but it's an early game.
One thing the Spartans DBs need to do is they're going to have to play better than they did in OC last time in the circuit. We mentioned
You got to stop Eddie. You got to stop Eddie.
Exactly.
Eddie and Zach, yeah, those were the 2 things. Like he'll Tri-State in that 4th quarter. We're back-to-back scores by Eddie and Zach. If they can't find a way to guard those 2, it's going to be a long day, and that offense is going to put up points. I just wonder what they have, though. Like, I've heard so many different things. It's like that. I'm not even sure what to believe at this point.
Yeah.
We're doing an interview.
Bro, who do you got?
I'm gonna go Bad Boys.
Bad Boys. All right. You know what? I'm gonna go Bad Boys too. I just don't think Tri-State secondary is going to be able to stop that offense. And I don't know who they got at quarterback. Like if it's Keenan Pooler, cool. I think Keenan will come out and play well against them. But if not, I don't know who else they have. So we'll see. But for now, I got Bad Boys. Let's go to the next game on Field 5. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 this time around with Bad Boys Outcast, 10:10 a.m. Bad Boys, we know, of course. Outcast, from what I hear, they're a 7-man team from New Jersey.
I'm gonna go Bad
know-
Boys in that one. I'm jumping the last.
You got Bad Boys? All right. Jeez. All right.
Yeah, give me Bad
Joe,
Boys. If they're
Bad
jumping into
Boys.
9,
What's that?
I said if they're jumping into 9, man, like they play a different style primarily, and they jumping into 9, I'll take Bad Boys.
Yeah, Bad Boys. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Joe, who do you got?
Bad Boys, I'll make it easy.
Bad Boys. All right. Travis?
Bad Boys.
Everybody's going Bad Boys across the board here. Man, I don't know. You can't sleep on some teams. You never know. Like, I think Empire showed that a New Jersey 7-man team can make that jump to 9 and win a tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, it's a tournament. You never know
Exactly.
who's going to come out or what a team has until you're right across the sidelines from them. And I think so. And I get the feeling that this is going to be a closer game than a lot of people think. I'm going to go Bad Boys, though.
See,
I
you
think
said all that just to say what we said.
I know, but I don't know. I don't know.
You don't want to sleep on anybody like you sleep on us.
Man, I never sleep on y'all. Come
Man,
on.
you a lie, Joey. No, you just don't like us like that.
Man, come on. You all are like, y'all.
Thank you.
I can't. Y'all great. Come on.
Look at Travis. Travis
I love
definitely
all
agreed.
my 9-man teams.
Hey, I know you love us, but you also got that hate in you.
I was about to say, Joey,
that
you
dark
done picked
side.
against us. You and Ross
got
have
that
picked
Seth
against us a
Lord up
couple
in you.
times.
So
You
I
know
don't
what?
understand how you pick
know
against
what?
I
great
know for Ross, it's because I unfriended him on Facebook like twice. So I know that's why he always picks against us.
I'll be honest. You know what? I'm going to go against the grain. Outcast gets the win.
There you go.
I'm going to
now
have
he
a
wants
chance to scout Bad Boys, and I get the feeling they're going to be able to make the proper adjustments.
Okay.
That, and I just want to throw something out there to see if it works out. We'll see.
Yo, Joey, I hate to be the guy that cuts out and runs, but I gotta go. You
All
guys,
good, Joe.
I'll see y'all in GCFFA. Joey, I hope to see you soon.
Yes,
Good
sir.
luck. I'll talk to you
All
later.
right, man. Be easy, Joe.
Peace.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Joe Cassone joining us tonight. Appreciate it 100%. Let's go through the rest of these games, starting with Baltimore Spartans and Nomads, 10:10 a.m. on Field 4. Quite a jump in different styles here, going from Gusto Land and Nomads for the Spartans. So see how they make that adjustment. Going to start it out here. We all know the Nomads are by now. That's well established. So nothing much to say on them. They had a great performance in AC, number 1 seed. However, Empire brought them down in the quarterfinals on day 2. See how they bounce back for this tournament. So, gentlemen, what do you think of this matchup? Spartans and Nomads. Going to start with you, Brock.
Nomads with John, Moss, man, Maul out there. Yeah. Nomads.
Ross, who do you got?
What we got?
No,
Sorry, just going
yeah,
on.
it's all good. Nomads and Spartans, Baltimore Spartans.
No.
Nomad. All right. Travis.
Nomads.
And we're going to Nomads too. All right, Nomads across the board. Let's go back at the field 3. We got Venom and Riot Squad at 10:10 a.m. Riot Squad, Lydia's Legacy B champions. They knocked off the Long Island Reapers over the weekend to win that one. Finally getting over the hump there. So we'll see how Riot Squad can do this weekend coming up. I'm going to start with you, Travis. What do you think?
Riot Squad.
All right. Proc, what do you think?
Yeah, definitely Riot Squad with AJ back there.
Yeah, I'd agree there too. Riot Squad has this one. They're just playing with a whole other intensity now, especially coming off that tournament victory.
Right.
Ross ain't in here, so we're going to move on to the next game. Titans versus Dirty Birds. Dirty Birds, as we mentioned, a team that we talked about them a little bit. They're a team that could play really good defense, but offensively, they just have not been able to find any sort of consistency. That's been the one thing that's hurt them. It's a team that lost to Rampage 7-0 in the Sweet 16 in AC. So, like, they've been shown to be very competitive against some of the top teams in B. It's just they can't get over the hump offensively. So we'll see if they figure this one out against a Maryland Titans team that's a very, very tough and physical defense to go against. We're going to start off with you, Travis. Who do you got? Titans and Dirty Birds.
I'm going to go with the Titans just because we beat the shit out the Dirty Birds last time we played them. And they weren't that good. So we'll go with the Titans.
Yeah, we played the Dirty Birds, or was I there?
Yeah, we played the Dirty Birds. We played the Dirty Birds in Virginia Beach, 2019. We played them on that Saturday before we played the Blackhawks.
Oh,
They were
wow.
bad.
Yeah. Give me the Titans.
Ross, who you got? Titans or Dirty Birds?
I'm good, Titans.
Titans. I'm going to go Titans as well. South Side, the New York Rebels. I've heard that Big is. I don't know what's going on. I hope he's there this weekend. If so, we'll see how it goes. It's going to be an interesting matchup. It's a weird matchup. South Side and the Rebels. We saw the Rebels a little bit in AC. At least I did. They played against the Demons and AFN. Ended up falling to both. Actually, no, they lost to the Demons and tied AFN 6-6 in a game where AFN squandered a lot of opportunities in the red zone. They were able to get something going toward the end. This is going to be like I said, this pool here between Southside Jets and Rebels is a very unique one in the sense that all three teams are extremely different on terms of how they're built and where they're from. Jets, as we mentioned, looking like a younger team. Southside has plenty of experience playing down in DC, albeit they're not really a travel team for the most part. Rebels, of course, they're trying to make that jump in 9-man. This was their first season doing so up in GCFFA, playing in the B division. They were the runner-up to Chain Gang up there in that B division, 13-12. Chain Gang won that championship. We'll see what they got. I did like what I saw out of the team in AC. We'll see how it goes, gentlemen. What do you think? I don't think real believable. I don't. Well, no, I'm just bad at words. Like I'm a terrible talker when you think about it. Proctor, what do you think of this matchup? I know this is going to be kind of a little hard one from your perspective because I don't believe you had a chance to see much of this Rebel squad yet, and I know you guys didn't get Southside and Maffle. So, give me your best prediction to your best knowledge.
My best prediction, based off of what you were saying, like. Now, that AFN team that was in AC, that was like a hybrid of AFN and Team Petty. So they were a little bit stronger. And who else did they play that they kind of came up short to?
Long Island Demons, our man Joe Cassone.
Yeah, and they was sorry. So I'm going with Southside.
All right. Ross, who do you got between Southside and the Rebels?
I want to go, I guess, with Southside. I really don't know that much about either one either. I know more about, I don't know.
You don't even know what you know more about.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you don't.
This is one. It's gonna be a low-scoring game.
I can see that honestly.
I'll go with Southside.
Because Rebels play, both teams are very defensive in their strategy, so I can see a low-scoring game. Travis, who do you got?
I'm taking the Rebels.
Like I said, it's a wild card kind of matchup. Like Rebels definitely play some tough talent. They were playing two leagues. They played GCFFA and they played New Era 8-man up there too. So like they're definitely a seasoned team. Just depends on who all they bring and travel with. I think they get this one, honestly, because of the fact that
the Rebels.
Yeah, I think they get this one. Southside's going to travel well, I do believe, but I guess it's you never know, man. It's gonna be tough. I'm gonna go Rebels though because I like what I saw out of them in GCFFA, AC, and New Era this year. Scrolling down to the next match on Field 1, we'll go back the other way. Rebels and the Jets. That game at 11:20 a.m. in the stadium. We already know about the Jets and the Rebels. So, Proc, your impressions on this matchup?
I'll go with the Rebels. I guess just because I don't like the Jets, like just the name Jets. Yeah. Give me the New York team.
All right, going with the Rebels. Ross, who do you got? Rebels or the Jets?
I'm gonna go Rebels in this one too.
All right, Travis, who do you got?
Rebels.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Rebels as well. I think there's a little more experience. They've got a lot better. They face more competition. Jets are coming in this very fresh. I know it's always interesting when a team goes from not playing to just jumping into a tournament. Like I know Gusto had 10 months off, but Gusto's been playing York 8-man, which the way they do their offense up there, they run it like a 9-man offense. And so like there's not much of a beat they're gonna skip in this one. But for a team like the Jets, I don't think to have two seasoned teams like Southside and Rebels, that's a tough draw. I'm going to go with Rebels in this one. Dirty Birds and the Apex Dragons, you know about both already. Travis, your impressions on this matchup?
I'm going to go Apex.
Apex. All right. Ross, who do you got?
I'm gonna go Dirty Birds.
Dirty Birds. All right. Proc, who do you got?
Apex.
I'm gonna go Apex as well. Like I said, like it's gonna be interesting. That defense playing against Tony Pena, that's gonna be a good matchup to watch. But I think Tony gets it because I think he's that guy who can work with very little, very well. It's always good to have a guy like that on a quarterback.
Dirty Birds have very little legs too.
Yeah, more than Steele had on day 2. Steele had only 8.
More than what was that?
That's a warning to all captains when traveling. You got to find a way to keep an eye on your guys that next morning. Make sure to get up early. Those 8 a.m. kickoffs are killer on Sunday.
There's plenty of places that you can get lost in Baltimore on a Saturday night, or on a Friday night. So,
all right, Riot Squad versus Show Me Football. This one has a lot.
Interesting one.
Yeah, very underrated game.
I'm going against Skinny twice. I'm going with Riot Squad.
All right, Proc's got Riot Squad. Ross, who do you got?
Oh man,
That's a tough one though.
What did you say?
I didn't catch what he said.
What'd you say?
I just said that's a tough one though. Again, I would really like to know who Skinny coming with.
Yeah,
that's part of it. Yeah, that's part of what I'm wondering too, because I don't think you can actually see rosters for this one. So it's going to be one of those we won't know until probably Sunday what they fully have.
Right. That's why I'm picking Riot Squad.
I'm gonna go Show Me again. I'm gonna go Show Me Football.
You're going to show me?
yeah, I'm going to Show Me as well.
It's a very good game.
I agree with that. I want to show me. I think my guys from the Lou get the dub.
I noticed I missed Venom versus Riot Squad, right?
Yes, you did.
I'm gonna go Riot Squad.
All right, perfect. So Riot Squad for Ross in the Venom game, and Show Me here for us.
Show Me Football against Riot Squad. I'm gonna go Show Me Football.
Rampage, Gusto Land, third all-time meeting between these two. First time was back to Clash of York 1. Quarterfinals, Rampage knocked them off 27-21 in overtime. Awesome battle that day in York between Chris Price and Champ Moore. They faced off again last summer in the Summer Showdown in York. Rampage knocked off Gusto Land again. This time, Gusto has to go to Rampage's backyard instead of vice versa. So let's see how it ends up going.
They sure do.
Yeah, it's going to be a much different game this time around, I do feel like. But it's going to depend on what the intensity Gusto brings. Proc, who do you think has this one? Rampage or Gusto?
Rampage. Fuck Gusto.
It's the laugh after this that just really seals the deal.
Yo, that's it. Hey, bro, you know why I laugh? Just because of my man when he called me out on the game. I have to laugh. It's like every time I hear the name Gusto, man.
See, the funny part is you might actually face him this weekend on Baez Auto. You might face a few of those Gusto guys because they're on a few of them are on Baez now.
Exactly.
That's gonna make that a fun. That's gonna be a fun game if that happens on day two. I love to see Scorpions and Baez. Travis, who you got? Rampage or Gusto?
I don't like Rampage, so I'm gonna go Gusto.
All right, Boss, who do you got?
I'm gonna go Rampage.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Rampage too.
Yeah, I feel like you have to.
Yeah,
Just saying.
I think Rampage is on a roll right now. I don't know if it's
Even with the it's just Saturday talk that this is rent.
Rampage plays every game at 100%. They don't
Rampage
tend to slouch very much. Like they might have guys start roll up late, but like they don't tend to just come out with just 11 guys and random
And like
playing out of
you said,
position.
you still have those guys that aren't on the team that you consider free agents.
A lot of talent up in York. John
Wow.
Yuri said 700 players up there in that York area. So plenty of talent to choose from. And I know
Because you
there's
got
nothing.
700 players doesn't mean that they're good.
That is true, though.
Damn, bro. Damn.
That is true.
Damn, bro. They're going to let you. You about to get suspended from YAFFL next.
Hey, love my man reffing out there. How's he doing anyway? What's the ref?
Oh, you talking about Keith?
Yeah.
He's from the 4-state. He's from our leagues.
Shit.
Our leagues.
Yeah, but hold on. His ass was reffing out there though last year. Fucking up shit. I love him though.
Shout out to our guy Keith. We love him here. Fun talk.
He's a great guy.
Keith's my guy.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Shout out Keith. Speaking of 4th-state region, Tri-State Spartans. They got the Bulls. You guys know the Bulls.
Yeah.
They started out pretty well. They played a lot of top teams tough. They've at least had one circuit win in every tournament they've been in so far. So that's a good start for this team. Them and Spartans, a few of those Bull guys were with the 410 Ravens when they faced the Spartans a year ago over here at the fairgrounds in Hagerstown. We had a big exhibition day. They played twice that day, actually. Ravens won the first game 14-7 on the final play of the game. And then in the second game, the Spartans won that one 20-0. So looking forward to seeing how much a difference a year makes as core guys from both sides will face off again. It's going to be a good matchup, I feel like. A nice, physical, old-school flag football game is going to break out in this one. Brock, who do you got between the Bulls and the Tri-State Spartans?
Fill me in on the Bulls again a little bit.
Bulls are a team that plays in the South Florida Flag Football Association down in Miami. They won the 9-man 3-count division this year. Triple threat. They're coming up here. I'm excited. They got tons of talent.
Wait, this isn't the Bulls from OMFFL? The fuck?
I know, right? That's what I'm like. Hold on, South Florida.
It's the one that's right by his head, man. It's the one by.
Bro, I'm so fucking foggy on that shit.
I'm not to say.
Hey, give me the damn Bulls.
I'm not
Team
fucking with
Bulls.
Joey.
Come on, man.
This guy, Joey. You're a funny guy, huh? USF. I just caught on to that. Okay.
Back to yourself for that. Worst part.
Well, if that's the case, I mean, the Bulls did beat us this season. But
No, they
I'm
did.
Go with
He's right. They did it. Spartans won that game.
Wait, did we beat them or we lost?
No,
we
we
did
didn't
win.
lose that game.
Oh, yeah, we lost the next one. You're right.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm still going with Tri-State. Shit.
Ross, who you got?
I'm on Bulls.
Bulls.
This is going to be a game of young talent versus young talent.
Yeah, I always like seeing games like
But
that.
it's young talent from MFFL versus young talent Washington County and little taste of tournament Ocean City. But I'm still very unsure of what the Spartans have.
That's gonna be a
Russ.
wild. What do both teams have really?
The Bulls
keep
run
running that
eye.
game.
They run eye offense. They run 22 dive with a run with an RPO.
It can work if you have the right people. I'm just saying.
You gotta go wing T, bro. Wing T.
I know
Definitely.
a thing about Wing T.
I'm gonna go with Bulls here. Like I want to say Spartans, but I gotta go Bulls. Speaking of Bulls, they got Outcast next. We've already talked about Outcast. Proc, who do you got?
Bulls.
Bulls. Ross, who you got?
Bulls.
Proc or Travis, who you got?
A tie.
A tie. All right. Remember that is a possibility this weekend.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna go with Outcast here. I just believe in Outcast, and like they were like one of my favorite bands in middle school. So like I'm glad they're having a flag team and everything. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you they don't have Andre or Big Boy out there though.
Yeah, I bet they do.
They may have an Andre and a Big Boy as a lineman. That's about it.
All right, Outcast for me, Bulls for everybody else. Rampage and Nomads. I think it's the best B game.
Oh, that's a tough one. That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah,
This is prime time shit.
yeah, that's gonna be a marquee matchup to look forward to. You got two well-established nine-man teams facing off at high noon. I can't think of a better setting for a game like this.
Yeah, that's classic. High noon showdown. Yeah.
Always good to see this matchup on the circuit. Travis, who you got?
Fuck Rampage. I'm going Nomads.
All right. Nomads for Travis. Ross, who you got?
I gotta go with the backyard guys with Rampage.
All right, Rampage.
Man, this is gonna be a good ass fucking game though.
I agree. Very solid matchup, but I'm
Who's
looking forward
covered?
to. I think
You?
I think I did give it
Of
to
course
me.
you are. That's fair enough.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I gave you Punisher's Elite Rebels for that one.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, we got this on lockdown. We're gonna try to give you the best of the best this weekend. That's why we have the Scorpions at 250.
Who you got in this one?
I have to go with. I didn't ask Proc yet.
Oh, Rampage.
Rampage. All right. I'm gonna go to Rampage as well. Like 26-5-2 with the teams they've beaten is an insane resume. Like, and I don't think they're gonna lack any intensity against Nomads. Don't get me wrong, it's gonna be a battle.
Us all picking Rampage pretty much under Travis for his own reasons. Our Nomads.
Nomads will play tough, man. They don't need inspiration. They've been around for 30 years as a franchise. They're good. They're almost as old as I am, so they got that experience. They got a lot of great leadership on that team, and
That was one of my favorite games to cover. Nomads AFN down in.
Oh yeah,
Florida.
you had that Florida one with them. Yeah,
That was one of my favorite games to cover down in Florida, man.
Yeah. It's always a good time seeing Nomads play. I always like watching them. All right. We're going to finish it out with the final four games on field 3 before I ask you gentlemen about a prediction you have for A bracket. 717 Elite and Blackhawks at 12:30 p.m. 717, of course, they're from the YAFFL. They've been playing 9-man in Ocean City and Atlantic City. 0-3 in OC, ended up being the C bracket. Ended up losing to Rampage, the Spartans, and the Bulls in that one. AC, they did manage to get a win on day 2. I think they had 2 wins that weekend, actually. So I think they got 2 on the board. I can't remember who they beat, though, offhand. I think Steele was one of them.
Wow.
Yeah, and I can't remember who the other one was. It was some team. That's all I know. Maybe it's hot dogs. Someone forgettable like that. I don't know. They beat them though. That's all that matters. No, Bloodline. They beat Bloodline. Yeah, Bloodline.
Fucking Bloodline.
Yeah, Bloodline.
Sounds like the blood ran out.
Yeah, it happens.
They needed a
flatlined.
transfusion. That's what that shit.
It was that morning that Bloodline flatlined on the field.
Right.
717 that have gotten work elsewhere. Number 2 seed in New York, 8-man just win tournament a few weeks ago, entering day 2 in rec. They went 1 and done to the Maryland Select Patriots, who ended up falling to Black Ops in the championship. Played down at East Coast Nationals and FFWCT, 8-man and 5-man contact. So they've been getting to work. We also saw their beef team in Obese City a few weeks ago, and YAFFL just went big. So they're definitely a franchise just trying to get bumping any style they can. You got to admire that. Let's see how they keep growing this 9-man team. Like we said, 700 players registered in York, and I guarantee they're going to find even more in surrounding areas. Blackhawks, of course, we know what they could do. MAFL champions 2020. They've been around the block forever. Proc, I know you're very familiar with the Blackhawks by now. So let's go ahead and talk this one. Nice little matchup, 2 contrasting teams here. I'm going to start out with you guys, MAFL versus Yaffle. Who takes it? Going to go with Travis. Who you got between the Blackhawks and 717 Elite?
I'm gonna go with Blackhawks.
All right, Ross.
With Blackhawks as well.
Proc.
I gotta go with Team Light Skin. Tommy back there, so Blackhawks.
Blackhawks it is. All right. I got to go Blackhawks as well, man.
The local flavor.
Yeah, I think Blackhawks come ready to go. A lot of it is their numbers. That's the one thing that always tends to hurt them is they tend to come light sometimes at tournaments. Yeah. And we've seen that come back to haunt them on plenty of occasions. So they come out. This is a later in the day game, so I think they'll be ready
That's
to
what I was
go.
getting ready to say. They usually get the early.
Yeah, those morning games get them. Yeah, but this is going to be about 12:30. By that point, plenty of time to get up the road.
Blackhawks. Remember when you went to Yaffle?
They went to the York one. Yeah, they had 2 early kickoffs.
Early.
They had an 8 a.m. with Baez
Half
auto.
their team was
It's a
still
bad
putting on
draw.
their cleats.
It's tough. 8 a.m. kickoffs are killer.
Yeah.
Thankfully, they avoided here.
Remember that Blackhawk.
Yeah, let's gotta get a win. Gotta avoid those 8 a.m.s on Sunday. They're the worst. I gotta go Blackhawks here too. AFN 717. We all know AFN by now. Quarterfinalists at MAFL. Falling to the Scorpions, 28-0 in the quarterfinal matchup. It was a once proud nation a long time ago. Good times. AFN 2017 Charm City Classic champion. They won that year. Remember, that was a huge story around here when they came into the league, coming off of that. Historically, they've been one of those teams that's always put in the work the last few years. They had a great run the spring of 19. Has not been the same team. It really has not been the same team since that run they had 2 years ago. They still come out competitive. They come out
Like I said,
playing tough.
Nomads 2 years ago. Woo.
Tight game, yeah. And Worlds down there,
We'll talk
Nationals
about
in
it.
Florida.
We'll talk about it.
Florida was an awesome game between those two. But the thing is, they'll bring the intensity. It just depends on who they got. Like I said, there's no team petty in this tournament. Just be noted, there is no team petty listed in this schedule. So if they bring out that team with petty,
Right. Yeah.
and especially what is a much closer drive for everybody.
The Petty Nation.
Yeah, that's going to come together. I feel like you're going to see that team.
That's a decent.
Yeah.
It's a name too.
Yeah,
Nation.
Petty Nation. I like that.
Yeah, I do too.
But I feel like in this one, AFN takes it. A lot of experience.
Trademark that, by the way, for the record.
Good for you.
Copyrighted.
Thank you, Ross. AFN 717. I'm going to go, I don't know. Let's go with Proc first. I don't want to get my answer first.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear the room's opinion first.
I'm not too familiar with 717, but I do like if Team Petty or what we call Petty Nation, if they form like Voltron, then I got them winning because I think they had a great showing in Atlantic City with the combined team. So I think they should probably look at that, going forward.
I think so too. We're in an
Gives them
era
a better
now.
chance at nationals.
Yeah, like we're in an era now where in order to compete, you can't fully rely on having all of your guys there. It's tough. Life just happens that way. And
No, we compete with all our guys.
yeah, but not all teams are able to do that because sometimes
Say it
teams
again.
not all teams.
Thank you.
That's the difference between A and B sometimes. But I feel like this is a good mix. And like you said, nationals. If you're going to come in and compete, I think it's better they come in together instead of trying to put together two separate ideas because I liked how they gelled in Atlantic City. One and done, unfortunately, for them to the Long Island Demons. Shout out Joe Cassone once again.
Yeah.
That team's come up a lot tonight.
I was gonna say, did I miss this departure as well?
Yeah, he
Was
left.
that game close, Joe?
7-6 was the final
Yeah.
defensive battle. That's the AFN. Like, if they bring that team, I think they'll do well. They're gonna get the win here, in my opinion.
Right.
Yeah, I think we all agree on that one.
717?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go with that.
All right. Final two games of the B bracket. DX versus Blackhawks. Josh Floyd bringing the elite back under, I guess, more players and a different name.
Let's cut straight to the point. Blackhawks, come on.
Yeah. You ain't gotta.
Until I see something otherwise, Blackhawks.
Ross, you had a close look at elite back in the season.
Exactly. So I have the most fair opinion here.
Yeah, Blackhawks.
Until I see otherwise, Blackhawks AFN.
So I guess we all got AFN too. All right. Blackhawks and AFN take it.
Sorry.
So
no offense, Joshua. I think you could be a decent quarterback with a great line, yada yada. You just need the team around you, man.
He's got a squad. We'll see.
You just gotta get the players.
See how it goes. You never know who's going to show up to a tournament. But that being said, Blackhawks and AFN for those two games.
Yeah.
Consensus on that? Agreed?
Yep.
All right. So, B championship. Who do you guys have? Let's start out with Travis. What is your B championship?
As much as I hate these guys, I'm going to say Rampage.
Rampage. Who do you got them beating or playing?
Believe it or not, I'm going to go with Show Me.
All right. Rampage and Show Me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
That'd be a good one.
That could happen, though. That could happen.
Very good possibility.
Ross, who do you got between B championships? Who you got?
I'm gonna go to B champions. Rampage.
Who you got the beating?
Hold on. Excuse me. Hold on. Who was Joe's team? Because with the Demons, he said that they weren't the Demons coming in. Who was his team?
They're the Demons. It's just I think he's doing some kind of revamp for GCFFA or some kind. I think that's what he's heading towards.
Or kind of like I said, just there's not a lot of them traveling down here, so they might be.
I don't know. Maybe he is hopping on it. You don't know who comes on a team, bro. Like I said, I can't scream for anybody because I could ask somebody if they're going to be there. They'll say no because why would you tell me otherwise? Because you don't want that to leak out, especially if it's a surprise. Like I said, a lot of teams get shocked when they come out that Saturday or even that Sunday morning and see the team they have. Like I think that's going to be a big factor in this tournament. I think that's where the season teams come in here.
All right, I got it.
Who you got?
Rampage beating Bad Boys in the championship.
Rampage over. Yeah, Bad Boys having a turnaround this weekend.
Yeah,
Okay.
wow. You do.
Proc, who do you got?
Rampage. Tough one. I just got Rampage winning the B.
All right.
I don't know who. I guess it's all depends on.
Pick a team, man. That's what I did. Pick somebody.
Gusto Land. How about them?
There you go.
All right.
I almost went with that. Good pick, Doc. That was my backup, the Bad Boys.
I think after thinking long and hard about it,
That'd be.
I think it could be a DX versus Outcast championship.
Oh shit! This motherfucker high as shit.
Yeah.
That said, Rampage wins it no matter what.
I'm about to kick him out of my garage for that shit.
Rampage over Riot Squad. That's my prediction.
I can see that.
I think that's gonna be. I think that's what we're gonna get. Rampage over Riot Squad.
That's a good one too.
You know, Riot Squad's gonna want some redemption after AC because Rampage gave it to him in that AC game.
I was sleeping on.
So that being said, gentlemen, you know, we're doing A predictions tomorrow night, but I'm gonna ask, who do you guys see yourselves potentially facing if you were to say make a championship run out of all the A teams? Who's the one team you think you'll be facing?
Probably main event.
Myself.
I like it. I like it. I can see main event. Punishers have a good shot too. They're coming off a championship. We'll see what they got. There's a lot of good teams in this tournament. This is going to be an awesome weekend ahead. I'm really looking forward to this year's Charm City Classic, and I feel like we're in for an awesome time in Kenwood.
Yeah, I guess there will be a new champion, right? Because the dogs are not in it, right?
Yeah, both brackets have a new champion because dogs they're not in it, and Rideouts in A this time around.
Wow.
Yeah, Rideouts defending B champion. They defeated Renegades that year. Before that, it was the Seminoles, second gen Seminoles, and route to winning B that year, beating the Blazers for the championship in 18. And then I believe AFN the year prior, but I'm not sure who they beat in that one. But yeah, we will have a new champion in A and B. Last 2 years, we've had main event Strong Island, so we won't have main event Strong Island this time around. Main event could get in there though. We'll see how it goes tomorrow night.
The best Charm City championship game was 7-point spread versus Scorpions.
Oh, okay. So that was, what year was that one?
The very first one.
Okay, so way back. Okay, I'm glad you guys mentioned that one there. That was the one I didn't have off the top of my head. Thank you for that one.
Yeah.
Who won that one, fellas?
7.1. 3-0.
3-0. Man, you guys played in a lot of 3-0 games. That was literally the national score too.
3-point spread.
3-0. Yep.
Gotta give it up for the Scorpions, holding 7-point spread below half the rest.
Both teams were loaded.
I believe that.
Yeah,
That's like that's not like back in the day it was a battle, especially that was the year I believe 7-point won the A championship.
Yeah.
Good times, man. Looking forward even more this weekend, the Charm City Classic 2021. Who will win the A chip? We'll find out tomorrow night.
Speak to the winners, man.
Can we see them in the winner's lane again next week? Tune in and find out. Till then, we got one more show. Good night, everybody.
All right.
All right, man.
Good night.